I recall a couple of years ago, there was a membership, a mastermind that I was really keen on, and I'd see it come up and I'd think, oh, I'd love to join that. And then I'd think, in came that voice. I don't have time. It's too much money. It's such a huge commitment. I mean, it was. I would have to travel to the States a couple of times a year, but there was part of me that knew it could help me. And then I saw them come up again. That mosquito's determined to bite me on the face as I'm filming. And then I saw it come up again. It was a new launch. And again, I was looking, oh, I'd love to join it. And then I just had this epiphany that the 12 months had gone by. And, I postponed joining because I was too busy, and I'll join when I have more time. And, I sort of learned the free stuff. I dug around, but I stopped and I asked myself, well, how much progress have I made in that area in the last 12 months? How have I benefited from postponing it? And the truth of the matter is I hadn't. And so those, critical voices saying, but, I just told them to hush, and I took the leap. And that was more than 18 months ago. And I can tell you honestly, I'm so glad I did. It's a great community for me. I've got support, I've got, cheerleaders, I've got direction, I've got a place to go when I'm not sure, and I can say, well, what do you think of this? Can I get some feedback? I'm so glad that I joined it. And here's the interesting thing. My biggest block to joining there were two things. One of them was I don't have time. I'm just so busy. And I am, I have plenty on my plate. And the other thing is, of course, money. It was a big expense going to the States. It's an expensive program. But I have saved so much time because I'm not, digging around trying to find answers. I'm not testing things only to discover they don't work, test again, test again. I'm actually going to a source, going to a support network and saying, what do you think? This is what I've done. What do you think? And that has saved me so much time. And of course, time is money. That's the truth of the matter. Time really is money. And like I said, we do have a lot on our plates. I completely get that. And the fear of overwhelm is real. How much more can we add to our plates? But here's the question to ask yourself. Is this going to actually help me sort out and progress what's already on my plate? Because that's often the case when you do get direction. And look, one of the other questions that came up a number of times was how much time is required? Again, time. And the truth is, it's just an hour or two a week. There'll be once a week, there will be a module or a masterclass or a coaching call or, things like that once a week. And then you'll spend a little bit of time implementing, and that's it. I'm averse to overwhelm. And the whole idea behind creating Thrive is to help small business owners, to actually make life easier, not harder. My goal is to share with you what has worked for me. So it'll be really practical. And secondly, there is no lengthy commitment. It's not somebody asked, is it a 12-month contract? No. If it's not working for you, you cancel. Easy as that. I can hear that mosquito. It's eating me. It's that English blood, I tell you. What else do we have? The founding member price. Will the founding member price go up when the price increases? No. If you sign on now as a founding member, it is $37 a month, and it's a bit cheaper if you buy the annual. That will not change while you are an active member. That stays the same. I do hope you'll join us. And if you decide you'd like to, there's a link below or in the cover image above, but I'll add the link below here. So anyway, I hope you're having a great start to the week. Take care.